What is happening, guys? Martin Martinez back again. Welcome to Ask Martinez. We are touching base, and this is actually a video in response to what was put on one of the videos I put on. Again, this video, I don't know why it's gaining traction. It's definitely resonating with people. YouTube ain't really paying me for the video, but hey, let's just talk about it anyway. So this is the broke video, or don't go broke video, that I did, I think about a year ago, 2 years ago. Probably longer than that now, probably like 2 years ago. And I still get comments on that. I think there's like over 150 comments, something crazy like that. However, a lady posted on there, I'm just going to find the post and I'm just going to talk through it as well. A lady posted on there recently to say that she had actually purchased over 150 bottles or over 150 fragrances on that particular, in regards to that particular topic. Now, just looking at this, I mean, that's a lot, and that's a lot. And again, don't get me wrong, I mean, I think things are changing so much now. I mean, if you're in a scenario where you yourself are actually at a point where you're buying things and you're looking at it, don't get me wrong, I'm not necessarily saying I'm the one who's cracked this thing, because it may shift from one thing to the other thing. Some people are into cars, some people are into jewelry, some people are into, bottles of wine, some people are into, luxury bags, luxury clothes, all these different things. And you know what's really happening? It's what I'm noticing, and you guys leave your comments down below. I'm just going to try and find this comment as well. We're getting to a point, obviously, in the way society is, that things are more accessible. It's a lot easier to basically purchase things. If you go back like 200-300 years ago, to try and get something from, let's say, I'm in the UK, I need to get something from Portugal, or I need to get something from, let's say, I don't know, from Amsterdam, for example, to source that and get that in, you'd be waiting weeks. You won't be waiting, instantaneously. Amazon, we purchase it. And obviously there's a level of obviously shopping, like addiction, we could call it, or it is an addiction. And let's be real, it is an addiction. It's not something which is easy to recognize when it happens. But if you're finding that you're putting yourself in a scenario where, you're basically, you're paying for these things and you're buying it and you're not necessarily really getting any satisfaction, the real satisfaction seems to be coming from the purchase itself rather than the item. To have 150 fragrances, I mean, I myself had about 80 fragrances. But again, the lady who commented, I'd be grateful if you could, leave your thoughts on this one as well. But at the end of the day, are these niche fragrances? Are these fragrances which were just, relatively cheap? Are they like the Zara fragrances for like £10? Or are you paying like really, and again, I'm not sure if you're in America or not, but you're paying at least like, $50-$60 plus for a fragrance? Because if that's happening, then I mean, what are you spending your money on? And again, it's not a criticism. It's just something that, again, that we all have to sit back and look on. Even me, as I say, I'm a person where I've had certain things, I've purchased things, and I look at things as well. I think I've wasted my money. Why have I purchased this thing? And the issue is that we are more inclined to, use our, the plastic. We're more inclined to use maybe your Amex card, or, even to the point now where people are relying on Klarna. By now, pay for installments over the course of X period of time, which in a way is kind of no different from back in the day when people, I don't know if you know about this, like back in the UK, you had the Littlewoods catalogue, and that would come out, and and again, me showing my age, but that would come out, and you'd be paying like 50p a week or something crazy like that. But I remember my first phone that I got, I even had to ask my grandma, and I said, "Grandma, can I get this phone?" And this was like a Motorola. It had like a big massive OK button. This was before the days of really people using texting and stuff like that. And I was able to get that through the catalog. And again, you're paying like £1 a week or something crazy like that. But if you think about it, how long you be paying off these things? Kalana's made it now so people can basically purchase luxury items without paying in the same way that it would have been back in the day 50 years ago. Yes, okay, maybe you put in a credit card, number one, or number two, it may have been that you were to purchase it and pay for it instantly in that moment using cash. Whereas now you can pay it over the internet. You don't even need to necessarily leave your house. And then obviously, you pay it and then you can get it straight away. We all know what Kalana is. Even to the point now I see Kalana is even on Deliveroo and Uber Eats, which is crazy. So, I mean, who's really using Kalana to buy food in that way? I think this is where it starts to get a little bit dangerous. But yeah, so 150 fragrances. Definitely there's an addiction point there. Something that needs to be considered in respect of what's going on. I hope you've moved on past that. I want to quickly find the comments as well from the lady who sent it over. So if you just bear with me, I'm just going to have a quick look for that. But ultimately, I mean, damn, it's, I think, You know, where does it end, these things? When we're purchasing things and we're doing different things, where does it end? So yeah, I can find a comment now. So this is the subscriber. I'm going to put it up there as well. It's Pluki1972, and it said, I have over 150 bottles and finding myself wanting to declutter and sell some. It's very addicting going down a perfume rabbit hole. Yeah. So it's as simple as that. As I say, I've been through it and I know what it's like. And my problem now that I'm finding is that, let's say I purchase a luxury item. I notice that you'll buy it, and then if you want to sell it the next day, you can't. You know, if you buy something, let's say you go and buy a Louis Vuitton handbag or something like that, and then from there, you think to yourself, hold on a minute, I like this, but I'll kind of want something else, because the other thing is kind of in reach, but at the same time, you're not sure if you want to spend that amount of money. If you try and sell the thing that you just purchased, the backpack, the luggage, whatever it may have been, you no way, unless obviously you're taking it back to the store, there's no way you're going to get what you paid for it. And there's only certain types of luxury items that will increase in time. If you're relying on watches, or like say Rolex watches or anything else like that, or mega watches, you know, there's only certain models that are going to increase in value because they're hard to obtain. But if you can go literally to a shop and pay for it over the counter and get it instantaneously in that moment, it's not really going to be that likely to really go up in value. And again, it depends on specifically what it is. But sometimes, again, there's a niche, there's like a particular run of, let's say they had the Dior Air Maxes when they came out. Was it Air Max or Air Force One Dior version, I think, on top of my head. And again, it was limited. It was obviously only so many available. Only certain key people seem to be able to get it. And now obviously they're worth so much more now. So yeah, this addiction stuff is getting crazy. It's going to get worse. How are you finding your spending? You guys leave your comments. Let me know down below. Are you one paycheck away from not being paying your bills, but you're still deciding to go and purchase luxury items? Or have you said to yourself, look, I've spent so much money. Even me, as I say, I spent thousands of pounds on buying fragrances, trainers, all these things, all this crap. And at the end of the day, it's been for what? What do you really gain? And then if you're trying to impress somebody else, then, you know, realistically, the issue is with you. It's not with anybody else. So, you know, where does this end? Where does this end? I mean, what's the next thing? You can get a car and then you're not happy with the car. Even myself, you get a car, you're not happy with the car, you want something else. You know, where do we go with it? What's the next step? So I don't know what the solution is. I think ultimately, until you've got maybe a different point of focus, or your life changes, or whether it be lifestyle creep and you're getting more money, you got more money coming in, so you end up spending more money. All these things keep going on. I think one of the key things, the key thing is now, and I'll end the video on this point, what I think the change is that of social media. The impact of social media, constantly advertisements in your face, whether it be that I'm talking to you now and then my phone, next thing you know, I go away and somehow I'm getting a notification telling me about, I don't know, some type of chocolate bar or something like that, which I spoke to somebody about 3 days ago and said, oh, have you got this particular Twix bar or something, you know, and it comes up on my phone for whatever reason. So they're listening in, but because we're constantly being bombarded with this type of constant advertising, maybe we feel this need to overconsume, this need to consume more things. So again, the lady who purchased that, by all means, leave your comments. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, guys. Peace.